Hey, it's NECKTIE. Welcome to episode 108 of my No GPS series, and in this one we're taking some corrugated pipe to Grand Canyon Village. Let's get into it. And for those that watched episode 107 are probably confused. Well, I'm a dumbass, as most of you already know. I cleaned out some mods today, which meant selling some trailers that I had in this profile that I've never used and I'm not going to use, so I don't know why I even had them in here. Bottom line is, I was cleaning out my mod folder, so when I came back into this game after selling the trailers, getting the mods out, all that crap, I got that nice little game update thing. We've stripped your load and select a spot. Son of a bitch. Nothing at Camp Birdie, so I had to spawn in Phoenix, fly back up to Camp Birdie, and then reset the time, and then there was another load of corrugated pipe. The only problem was that corrugated pipe is going up here to Grand Canyon Village. Not the end of the world. We'll end up discovering Flagstaff. That may be a benefit depending on what the hell's coming out of here. Bottom line is more on that later. So we're going to come out of the winery, and we're going to hang this left. We're going to hang this left, hang this right because I need fuel. And then we're going to come out of here and we're going to take I-17 north. In Flagstaff, it should be our first left, US 180. And then we're going to stay on 180 here and continue up to Grand Canyon Village. I can't remember from my No GPS series what side of the road this is on. I want to say we have to come in this way. If not, I'm going to have to come down here and spin around to unload. Because also, if memory serves me correctly, this is a super narrow road where there's not a spot to turn around. That said, I need to take this first left and then that right after the Exxon and then unload. And we're also at a different location, but we still have corrugated pipe. And there is the load info, a whopping 7,000 pounds. Couple of things. Number one, I need to reset my time. Or not my time, my odometer. So where do I begin? Well, in the whole mod cleanup thing, I finally decided to take out the... and the button box wasn't synced again because of all that shit I've done today. Alright, Ty, focus. In the mod cleanup, I decided to take out the serial black truck effects mod that's in alpha because I got tired of the phantom sounds. So you may hear some different sounds. For example, the brakes. Sounds like a little mouse squeaking. Now, I did find another mod on the Steam Workshop that was by Coyote or something like that, but he stopped updating mods. And I watched the little trailer video he had on the mod, and the brake sound is exactly like Serial Black, so it'd be cool if I knew how to update that mod, but I don't, so I may look into that at some point. First and foremost, before I forget, this episode is basically kind of brought to you by CAD Simulations. And his channel is linked down below for those interested. We also have gear grinding back now as well. But thanks to CAD, as I was recording yesterday's episode, he had sent me a message in the Discord and basically told me to do stuff with my backup file by moving a couple files over and then loading in. And he said that I would probably lose some progress, but I would still have my profile. So I did that. Long story short, the profile has been resurrected. And all is well. I don't exactly know how I got back to level 80 with all of my hours and everything, because when I originally did it, I had lost, I think it was 4 hours of time. But anyway, messing with shit, and I had to do that like 3 or 4 times because I still had the issue of the crashing to desktop after I took out the Grimes New Summer mod, which there'll be more on that in a moment as well. But bottom line is that profile is good. And then I was just kind of jokingly in the Discord, I said, well, so now that you fix that issue, could you make my PC talk to my Mac? And he replied back and said, sure, I could try. So I think we spent an hour and a half, 2 hours going back and forth on the Discord. And needless to say, folks, he fixed that shit too. Sorry for that sound, I hit the wrong button, that's why it played that. You're gonna hear that again. But yeah, so he fixed, I can now see my Mac from my PC, and all of that shit works. And he was even stumped as well, because I was sending him screenshots of all of my stuff, and he's like, it should work. Yeah, it should, but it doesn't. Come to find out, apparently, Windows 11 doesn't do LAN authentication very well, so that was the issue, basically. And, but anyway, that works. Now, on to the whole mod debacle bullshit. So, once I got that profile up and working, I decided to get greedy and try and test crap. And I still had some issues, so I had to go back and redo what Kat had told me to do to get my profile resurrected. And then at some point, I don't know if I selected a different autosave or what. That's not the one we need this one. But at some point, I got my level 80 back, and then all of a sudden, stuff was working. Like, I had the Grimes new summer mod out, and profile loaded up, everything was good to go. Now, I did find in that process, though, that I had some shit wrong with that profile. Mainly because, if you remember correctly, I had taken out the ATS expansion. Well, totally forgot that I had garages bought on that map. So that's part of the reason the game was still trying to read those files, is because it's like, wait, you have garages bought. So I had to do a lot of cleanup on that profile. And then I found out that I also somehow forgot to update the Ruta's Highway Killer. So then when I tried to move that from a garage to another garage, it kept crashing the desktop. And then I realized, like, okay, some reason I missed that in the massive mod update that I did for 148. But I got everything working on that profile, and it's nice. I did my screenshots. I can't really tell a difference, so I said screw it. And then I started having the issue on this profile, because I thought, okay, well, I have that profile working without Grimes New Summer, so let me go in here and take out the Grimes New Summer mod. And again, that's all I did on this profile this morning, was take out the Grimes New Summer mod. That's it at that point. Guess what happened, ladies and gentlemen? The game crashes to desktop. And now I'm freaking out. Went through that like 2 or 3 times. I didn't have to go to any backup file or anything with this profile, thankfully. I just had the issue of once I cleaned out all the trailers and everything, that the game did its thing, but it's not the end of the world on that aspect. Because we're basically right where we were. It's just I'm going to a different city right now than I was previously. So the bottom line in all of that is that now both profiles have JBX, PNG, and Grimes New Summer. I'm not messing with it anymore. And some people are going to be like, oh, well, I need JBX. I like how his shit looks. No, you don't need JBX, okay? First and foremost. Does JBX make a difference? Yes, it does. Do you need it? No. And I say no because for JBX2 it's 30 bucks, which I mentioned before. But for those that may be new or whatnot, JBX2 is 30 bucks. If you want JBX3, which gives you like, I don't know. We need this. I need that 180 exit. I don't know why there's a random Arizona sign like that when we're already in Arizona. So where'd I leave off? JBX2 is 30 bucks. JBX3, which I think gives you east, west, well, we don't need that. Why do I feel like I missed a turn already? Hold on. I didn't. I just need to... Yeah, so JBX3 gives you, I don't know, 10 more skyboxes or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know exactly. All I know is that it's 90 bucks. 90. As in 90 US dollars for JBX3. Now, since I own JBX2, I've already paid $30. It would only cost me $60. What? Are you high? Alright, get in. Find a freaking gear tie. And I'm gonna need to be in the left lane. Slow your roll back there, buddy. Yeah, so $90, okay? Now, PNG is, I think, 14 US dollars. And you can find that on Facebook. That's where it's sold on Facebook. And if anybody wants JBX graphics, because I've been getting this question, apparently it's hard to just type it in Google yourself, but it's jbxgraphics.com, I believe is the website. Either way, don't take that the wrong way, folks that have asked. But I don't know, it's just one of those things that kind of baffles me. And I get that it's just easy to ask the question. But again, do you need JBX? No, you don't. I would recommend PNG, because PNG does allow with the road textures as well. But you can go back to my previous episodes, previous to 105, and see that the game still looks damn good. And that was PNG, Grimes New Summer, and the Weather 2.9 8K, which is free. Grimes is also free. So you can get your game 95 to 98% looking like mine does right now for way cheaper. But again, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. I'm just giving you my thoughts. That if I had to do it over again, I wouldn't have spent 30 bucks on JBX2. Just my personal opinion. Now, you will find those people out there that just jump up and down about how awesome JBX3 is and whatnot, and okay, that's fine. That's their opinion. As they say, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, right? I just want to make sure that when I talk about this stuff, that people have all the information, and then whatever you decide to do with that information is on you, if that makes sense. Because I don't get paid by anybody to sell shit, and I don't get a commission off anything I talk about. So, just an FYI for you, in case you were wondering. I forgot about some of these curves. And the more I listen to the sounds of the truck and everything, I'm actually not too disappointed. So yeah, back to the whole mod debacle and everything. That was another, I don't know, 4.5, 5 hours today that I've spent messing with that, and that all started because I wanted to compare graphics. Now, what is still puzzling, and I may reach out to Grimes. I may send him an email from his website, or somehow I'll get in contact with him just to ask if anybody else has had that random issue, because it's like I take that mod out and then the game crashes. So I don't, it's weird. Okay, junction 64. I wonder if this is where we're gonna have to stay right. Stop sign up this way. Yeah, I think I could have taken that road as well, because I remember that fuel stop over there. Oh, another thing that I found interesting is, so if you ever have any game crashing problems or whatnot, I discovered by the game logs that even if you don't have a mod activated, the game still loads it. So for example, I had trailers and stuff in my main profile that I didn't have in this one, and vice versa. But yet, when you look at the game log, it was still loading those mods, which doesn't make any damn sense to me. So that's one thing to maybe be cognizant of, is that just because you don't have a mod activated doesn't mean that it couldn't still be causing problems, I guess? I don't know. But the shit was weird. Okay, now that we're on this, we basically need to take our first left, I believe. And I haven't looked at my notepad since we left. So I'm kind of amazed that we're still in Arizona at this point. Well, we're in the Grand Canyon National Park. Should we take a little gander? Oh, Grand Canyon Village. All right. Well, that's discovered, so now I'm going to take this left, because that appears to be the general store straight ahead. Yep, there's the Exxon right there, which means that small-ass Kiewit prefab is right to the left. Yep, there we go. I really hope I don't have to go back there and load. And then I need to take this right. Road work ahead. See how tight this is? There's the Grand Canyon, folks. Actually, let me pop to this one. There you go. See, look at that. and I had it backwards. I should have come in from the other direction. So we're gonna get a nice view of the Grand Canyon. Oh, it's a red light. Now it's green, of course, now that I get completely stopped. I mean, maybe I could spin around right here. Well, we'll just go the scenic route. Or we won't, because I forgot to push in my fuel button after I got done fueling, so the game read that as it was activating. Isn't that awesome that that's the same button? The activate button is for the fuel as well. Let's not go down that road, Ty. Anyway, shit, that like completely threw me off. Anyway, Grand Canyon Village, ladies and gentlemen, is gone, and that is 153. Alrighty, now let's see if something's coming out of here. Blue Bobcats. Wow, there's actually quite a bit coming out of... Oh, look at that, down to Flagstaff. I already hauled Blue Bobcats, but it gets us down to Flagstaff, and it's not on the thumbnail, so it's not that big of a deal. Although, this is going up to Page. Decisions. Can I get back down from Page? I'm fairly certain I could, but we're going to Flagstaff. F it. Wait a minute. Well, it's a little late now, but did y'all see where that shit was going? I should have looked at that better. SES. Just, and pardon my French here, but how in the fuck is that Flagstaff? And is there not like some city here that you could... What the hell? Alright, well, that's my fault. Anyway, we need to come back down here, I-40 East. Son of a bitch, man. And actually, Ty, if you can get your freaking directions straight, that's I-40 West. And then we need the exit, so pass, Arizona, 89, exit, next exit. Right end of ramp, and then we're gonna... I don't know, I'm just putting right end of ramp. This freaking game, man. That makes... And I know, somebody's gonna be like, why is he making such a big deal out of it? It doesn't make any damn sense. Like, a lot of stuff in this game honestly doesn't make any damn sense, but... Anyway, sorry folks. For those that have not been here before to see the Blue Bobcats, there we are. Thank you, camera. Alright, Ty, let's just clear this off the screen, get back in the truck, let's go. Yeah, so had I paid more attention of where that was delivering to in Flagstaff, I would have went with the Page, Arizona. Just me personally. I mean, fact of the matter is I've been recording 26 minutes, so I could have just cut it and then redone it, but not redone it, just redone the load, said I changed my mind, but we're gonna roll with it, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? I haven't. There we go. Is that soothing to anyone else like it is me? I mean, I can be pissed, frustrated, like I am, right? Flip that switch and hear that sound, it just puts a smile on my face. I do like some of these different sounds that I hear too when you run over stuff now, instead of just the same clunk clunk sound that was in the other truck effects mod. Yeah, so other than that, ladies and gentlemen, not much is going on other than me, you know, screwing around with the game and breaking shit. And You would think at my age I would have learned how to, you know, just leave well enough alone, but apparently not. Should we go this way just so we can discover this road? Okay, let's... There we go. And then let's turn those off. Oh, I did get my... Damn, what the hell is it called? Bupropion? I think. And on the bottle, it says it was prescribed for depression, which that wasn't... Nowhere in anything with my therapist or my doctor did I mention depression. I mentioned anxiety. So this is going to be interesting. Because on the bottle it says prescribed for depression and stop smoking. Okay. And then I got to looking at the, I don't know, 5-foot long stack of paper that came in the package. It is literally about 5 feet long when you undo it. Guess what one of the side effects is? Anybody want to take a guess? Anxiety, ladies and gentlemen. Anxiety is a side effect of the medication they prescribe me to help me with anxiety. What in the fuck is going on? And again, pardon my French. But that confuses the hell out of me. Not that it takes a lot to confuse the hell out of me. Whoa. Okay. Well, Ty, if you weren't in 8th gear trying to take that corner. We need I-40 West, by the way, and just in case anybody's paying attention. Not like any one of you can remind me. But just figured I'd let you know. Yeah, so anyway, this is going to be interesting. Also, another side effect is may have trouble sleeping. I already freaking do. So I feel like this is a train wreck about to happen. I mean, the doctor does want to see me in 3 months for a follow-up to see how things are going. I'm going to be surprised if I'm still taking this shit in 3 months. Because as I've said, I've taken this stuff before to quit smoking. And it didn't work. And I didn't like the way it made me feel. So, and I've said that. And they've seen that this has been prescribed to me before, right? So why would you prescribe the same shit that I told you I stopped taking because it didn't work and I didn't like the way it made me feel? Anyone? Bueller? I mean, thankfully I don't have to pay for this shit, and I don't have a copay. So there's that. But what about these people that are going through this same shit that have to pay for that shit? Now, granted, copays are, you know, fairly inexpensive depending on your insurance, I guess. I don't know. But still, it's freaking as expensive as shit is nowadays. By the way, if y'all haven't listened to Oliver Anthony's song, and if you haven't, I don't know what rock you're living under, because that video has like over 15 million views in like 5 days. Y'all need to look up Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond. Yeah. and then sit there for about 2 or 3 hours and watch everybody else's reaction videos to that video because it's that damn good. That may happen. Oh, I need to hang it right here, don't I? Okay. As I'm staring at those signs. Alright, let's get into gear. There we go. Well, if you... Number one, if you would have put it in the right hole, things would have went better. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Oh, I set myself up for that one. Alright, focus. Focus time. We got a turn coming up in 3/4 of a mile according to that big ass green sign. You need 40 west. LA. Let's do it. Yeah, anyway, for those that haven't heard that song, Rich Men North of Richmond by Oliver Anthony, it's a banger, as the kids say. And the thing is, if you do watch some of the reaction videos on it, or even if you watch the one, I think it's on Radio WV is what channel it was originally on. It's not just resonating in the US, it's like a worldwide resonator. So, anyway, if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and look that shit up. You'll thank me. Alright, Ty, focus here. What the hell do you need now? You need to pass Arizona 89. What was that, the Arizona Divide? What did that say? I could stop and fly back and go check, but I'm really not that damn concerned. Well, look at that. There we go, 89. I should do a better job checking my mirrors. And I don't do that because technically when you're driving a truck, I mean your head is constantly on a freaking swivel, or it should be. Especially if you're oversized. Now, if you're on the interstate like this, it's not as important. Oh, that was kind of a neat sound. Oh, that was kind of neat, huh? Some of you probably didn't get near as excited as I did. That's okay, though. There's really not much out here in I-40, is there? I think this is our exit we need. Seligam? Seligman. Kind of like Seligman. So here's the thing. Okay, y'all ready? What do you think I'm gonna say? I would actually like to know exactly where this is at, though. Well, right there, Seligman Town Limits. Why not? Okay, now I am pissed. Why would this be Flagstaff and not just put Seligman on the frickin' map as another city? I mean, you have places like, shit, now I can't think of it. What the hell is that one that had like 1 or 2 places to load out of, right? Why is this one any different? Right there's like a freaking old-ass airstrip. You could have put something over there, too. God damn, man. And somebody's gonna bust my balls about, wow, you're hard on SCS. Yes, I am, because they're freaking lazy. And you can disagree with me, that's fine. It doesn't change my point of view. And the thing is, they set the precedence by putting other cities on the map that, I need to go this way, because that building was over there, right? I may have just got lost. I don't know. See? Here we go. I know I saw a building that had a yellow thing on it. Or a bigger building. I think I am lost. I am. I took a wrong turn. Where the hell did I get all twisted up? Alright, don't hit that pole. You can pull up here, though. We'll pull up on this sidewalk, because we gotta spin around after we check the map. See what happens? I get all freaking... I don't know where I'm at. Am I over here? We came off of here. I got so worked up or messed up, I don't even remember going under another road. Alright, well, shit. Sorry. My mouse wheel was a little out of control there. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, quality content brought to you by NECKTIE Gaming. Okay, so I came around. Well, wait a minute. According to the map... Oh, it's right there. I should have taken a right instead of a left. Alrighty. Well, at least I wasn't that lost, huh? Anyway, my point stands. This should be Siegelman on the frickin' map and not Flagstaff. Okay? Can we all agree? Thank you. Appreciate your support. Speaking of which, if you've actually watched this mess, aka shit show, this far, drop a like. I need to say that more. People need to like these videos more if they actually like them. And if you don't like them, tell me why you don't like them. And as I've said before, I will warn you, you can tell me why you don't like them without being an asshole. Because I promise you, do not make me be an asshole back. Because I can out-asshole with the best of them. Let's see if we can't screw this up. I feel like this is gonna just be a pain in the ass. Because I have this. I may be okay. Part of me wants to stay in this view. Yeah, I lost my cool air horn because I took that mod out. Part of me wants to stay in this view. Even though I can't stand this view, trying to back up. I may have got lucky and been close enough to that sign over there to get this in the spot. she's tracking nicely so far. Should have got under it a little sooner. That's the other thing that I have a hard time with in this game, is that I'm used to backing up, as you can probably hear in any of my videos. I just idle back because that's how I was taught. Because if you start doing this number and giving it gas and doing all that, shit can go wrong real quick. Yeah, so that may help me too, like getting the trailer in position better if I did that, but again, I'm not used to doing that. So how about I shut my pothole and shut the truck off. Actually, let's, what time is it? Yeah, it's 5, so I need to reset the time. So let's shut the truck off. Bada bing, bada boom, and we are going to unload. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Flagstaff is gone, and that is 154. Picking them up, putting them down, folks. All right, let me do this right quick. Reset time, not weather. See, told you I was testing stuff. Go with our standard 05, which technically was like a 12-hour break, but it's all good. Nothing wrong with sleeping in. And then let's just see what's coming out of here. I'm not going to select anything yet, unless page. I lied. I am selecting right now. We are taking mini JCB, dirty JCB mini excavators to page. And it's raining again. Awesome. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, episode 108 comes to an end. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. And until the next one, y'all take care. Bye.